Well, we're a long way from Vegas now, but
Yeah.
I guess as you look back, what are the lessons that you want to see this group kind of learn from Vegas to apply tonight against Winnipeg?
Just some things we went over. Obviously, the 6-on-5 and having a broken stick. Just kind of talking through some different details with that, and just our general penalty kill. Like I feel like 5-on-5 and penalty kill go hand in hand, and PK has been a real big strength of our team. And last game it kind of faltered a little bit, so it's definitely an area we're going to focus on.
Yeah, you credit them in their power play because we all know they are very dangerous. But I guess if you're looking at the X's and O's of your PK, what is an area that you want to make sure that you're emphasizing?
I mean, you said it, like they got an extra guy out there. Sometimes they're going to get looks, so you tip your cap. But I think for us, just getting back to taking away space and trying to make our box or our diamond as big as it can, and forcing them to move the puck around or along the perimeter and trying to avoid kind of those seam passes.
Winnipeg didn't have the start they wanted. I think a lot of teams could probably say that, but like a lot of teams, Winnipeg's found their game. I don't know what video you've had a chance to look at, but what's the report anyhow on why the Jets have become suddenly very dangerous?
Well, they're a good team. Like they've had success in the past couple of years, obviously. So it doesn't just go away. Like they have a really good team still, and they've obviously found their game here recently. And I think the biggest thing for us is we played them pretty recently at home and had that big comeback win. So just taking film from there and understanding, what worked for them and how we can make a change and what worked for us. Anytime you score 6 in a game, you're obviously doing a lot of good things.
This group right now, obviously it's clawed and scratched and had to deal with so many things that you guys talk about every day. But right now, if you're going to try and make this a successful trip, getting 2 points has got to come down to what?
Just buy-in and everybody doing their job. It's going to take the entire group. It's been a long trip, tough travel at the start of it. But like you said, 5 of 8 is a really good trip. So big opportunity for our group. You kind of put the fatigue aside. You understand you got, 10 days at home after this. So empty the tanks and find a way to get a win.
You like being back out west? This weather
I
looks a little
do.
familiar to you, doesn't
Reminds
it?
me of college. It's nice.
Thanks.
I think the biggest, but we've given up 12 goals in our last couple games. So the way we defend and the way we check has to be better, and continue to do a good job on special teams, which we were on the wrong side of it the other night. So a couple areas to tidy up there, but there's been a lot of good things happening for us. So we got to continue to build, and obviously we want to end the road trip off the right way.
How emotional was that game the other night in Vegas, the first time that you played against a teammate who you'd been with for a lot of years?
Yeah, I mean, it was different, Mitchie being on the other side, but, once, the puck drops and you get into the flow of the game, it's all similar to, what you go through all year, and, there's different types of games and games that happen. Obviously, opponents you see a lot over time. So I think it was just, back and forth hockey game. We just didn't do a good enough job of, checking, and obviously special teams, I think we were on the wrong side of it. So, unfortunate we didn't close it out in the dying seconds, but that's the way it goes sometimes. You regroup and you get back at it, and tonight should be a fun one. Obviously, all Canadian matchup, and on a Saturday, I think it's always brings a great energy to the town and to the rink. So should be a great atmosphere, and obviously great chance to end the road trip the right way.
When you talk about defending, what's the challenge of defending a team that's kind of turned its offense lately into a little bit of a rugby scrum in front of the net?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, a lot of size, a lot of guys that have good skill sets that do a good job in and around the net, whether it's tipping pucks, finding rebounds, their ability to get there, get body position. So, yeah, it's something we talk about a lot is trying to win the net fronts and how important that area of the ice is. Obviously, the puck's got to go there to go in. So, if we can do a good job, getting in lanes, not letting the puck get there, just establishing, the ability to close time and space and turn the puck back and be able to carry play. That's where you want to start. But when, at times when they're able to establish position or puck possession, you obviously got to do a good job, be on the right side of people and tie up sticks. So, communication is key as well.
John, Winnipeg has struggled a little bit this season, but has seemed to have turned the corner here. What did you notice about your group when you guys turned the corner this season?
Well, the margins are very small and the league is very tight and every team is very good. So, sometimes it's just, getting 1 or 2 parts of your game, just going a little bit better. You seem to earn your breaks a little bit more. So, and obviously, I think just probably the continuity and belief in the group just continues to rise. So, obviously Winnipeg's a club that's had a lot of success here over the last number of years and what they've been able to do. So, still a lot of the same makeup. So it's not surprising that, they've been playing good hockey and going to find their way. So it's going to be a challenge for us tonight.
As someone who's been in the league for quite a while, you've played against Jonathan Toews, of course. What do you think about him coming back and the hockey that he's been playing lately?
Yeah, I mean, Johnny's obviously a legend. So, he's had a remarkable career. And I think the fortitude and desire to find his way back, obviously going through some health and personal things speaks a lot to his character, and I think that's obviously a massive part of who he is and why he's had so much success in the NHL and internationally. So obviously a lot of respect for him, had the opportunity to play together a couple of times, so it's always going to be a battle, and he always brings his best, and he's a great hockey player. So I think kudos to him and what he's been able to do and find his way back.
If you had to guess, John, how many times do you think you've lined up against Toews in the face-off circle over the course of your career?
Yeah, early on the schedule was different. That we didn't always play the West. Some of the teams in the West more than once, but you remember playing some of those Chicago teams and how good they were, and obviously just the all-around player that Johnny is. So he's incredible in the face-off circle, extremely competitive. Unbelievably high desire and will to win and compete. So that's always the test, and those challenges. What makes the league great and our game great is the opportunity to play against players like him and what he's been able to do throughout his career.
This morning for morning meetings to you guys to keep in mind an early start.
Yeah, no, it's we have an opportunity, put this into a real good road trip. Played some good hockey on this road trip, and we got to finish it off tonight. Winnipeg coming off a big win, and they're a tough team at home.
Yeah, they play better.
Yeah, playing a lot. Yeah, it's a big, heavy team, and that top line is dangerous for sure. Obviously, their goalie's elite. So I mean that we got to do a good job against that top line, and you're gonna have to outcompete that goalie tonight. He's good, and we need second and third opportunities around the net.
You talked about those positives in Vegas. I wonder how much emphasis you put on those today.
A lot. There's a lot of good things in the game. Against a good team at home, they're tough at home, and we did a lot of good things. And it's unfortunate we didn't come out with 2 points, but we did a lot of good things, and we got to clean up the mistakes, but at the same time, we got to, show the positives and keep building.
Lineup changes?
Yarncroc will go in because Nylander's out. That's it. He's out.
Any update on William?
Nylander? I mean, right now, I don't expect him in. Today for sure. Monday probably not. I don't know how long it's going to be. Hildeby.
What have you seen from him, Mike?
I liked him. He came in the Winnipeg game, did a great job for us. The game the other night in Utah, that was more on us as a team than him. I think he was under siege pretty good there, and thought he made a lot of really good saves. But for me, like I talked about, his game has really grown. I think he's building more and more confidence and understanding the league a lot better. And so I really liked a lot what he's done.
Would you give any thought to keeping 3 goalies on the roster?
That's a good question. That's something probably we'll discuss at some point. We haven't yet. Hopefully Stolarz is getting closer and closer, which he is, and we'll see where he's at and what we're going to do.
Craig, you mentioned the good things that you did against Vegas. Without displaying too much of the laundry list, what are 1 or 2 things that you'd look for from your club to cap off the road trip successfully tonight?
Well, keep building our puck play. I think our puck play has been really good. Starting in our own zone, making plays coming out of our zone through the neutral zone, and then I thought our puck play in the offensive zone against Vegas was excellent. We created a lot of opportunities, and there was even more there that just missed in different situations. But I think our game's really grown here with our puck play. So we're going to need to do the same thing tonight. Against this team, we're going to have to be heavy in our own zone here tonight and at our net front. They're a big team. They get to the net well. I think they're number 1 or 2 in the league at deflections. So that'll be a big part of the game tonight for us.
Yeah, certainly, and in their recent games, they've scored a lot of goals right from the edge of the crease. I'm sure that's caught your eye.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, they got size and they got skill, and so we got to do a good job around our net tonight. That'll be a big key.
What have you seen from Jake McCabe?
Just his normal play, like his game. I mean, I think since his little injury he had, he's just starting to get going back again where he was before the injury, which he was elite for us in that department. So still think he's working his way back a little bit, but it's coming.
Craig, Winnipeg went through their own struggles and seemed to have turned a corner. When you look back at your group this season and when you guys turned the corner, what are some things you noticed about your group as a whole?
Defending better, our puck play a lot better. I think that's a big key, and our power play starting to score some goals for us. That's the 3 things that really come up to mind.